This film is intended for adult audiences. Your discretion is strongly advised. Welcome to Silver Screen Critique. Today, we're delving into the arcane world of The Ninth Gate, a 1999 thriller directed by Roman Polanski. This film stars Johnny Depp as a rare book dealer who is thrust into a dangerous quest for a mysterious manuscript. With Polanski's signature style and Depp's charismatic performance, this film promises an intriguing blend of mystery and suspense.
You work for money, I take it.
What else?
I have a great deal of money.
I'm very happy for you.
You could stage a theft. I imagine your client is well insured.
I'm a professional, ma'am.
You're a professional mercenary. Mercenaries work for the highest bidder.
I make a living.
I could throw in a bonus.
This has happened before someplace.
I know. In the movies.
She had an automatic in her stocking.
No automatic.
Top 5 pros. Atmospheric direction. Polanski masterfully crafts an eerie and immersive atmosphere throughout the film. The settings are meticulously detailed, from dimly lit libraries to ancient European mansions, each contributing to the film's haunting mood. The slow-burning tension and deliberate pacing allow viewers to fully absorb the ominous undertones.
Sorry to intrude on you like this.
What are you doing here?
Just dropped by to pick up the book you stole from my room.
That book is mine.
We've been through all this before.
My husband gave it to me. It wasn't his to sell.
We sold it to get back at you. What happened? Catch you with that albino?
How dare you?
Keep an eye on her.
Don't.
Be careful, she bites.
Johnny Depp's performance. Depp brings a captivating intensity to the role of Dean Corso, the unscrupulous book dealer.
I have to speak with him right now. Right now, do you hear me? Right now.
Engaging mystery. The plot of The Ninth Gate is a labyrinth of clues and cryptic symbols that keeps viewers guessing. The quest for the rare manuscript is filled with twists and turns, each revelation adding layers to the intricate storyline. The film challenges viewers to piece together the mystery alongside the protagonist.
I'll be damned. I've examined the Fargus copy. It's authentic enough, at least it looks that way. It's like yours, but there are discrepancies.
Discrepancies?
The engravings, they're not identical. There's like keys in different hands, doorways open in one copy and bricked up in the other.
Superb cinematography. The visual presentation of The Ninth Gate is stunning, with lush atmospheric cinematography that enhances the film's mysterious tone.
Buenos tardes.
Buenas tardes. Pase.
You speak English?
Yes, I do.
I would like to get your opinion on this.
The use of lighting and shadow creates a sense of foreboding, while the detailed set designs and exotic locations add authenticity to the narrative.
What a habit for a bookbinder.
The Nine Gates, superb edition. Very rare. The perfect copy.
Memorable supporting characters. The supporting cast, including Frank Langella and Lena Olin, deliver strong performances that add depth to the film. Langella's portrayal of Boris Balkan, in particular, stands out as a menacing and enigmatic figure whose motives drive much of the plot's tension.
Look around you, all of you. What do you see? A bunch of buffoons in fancy dress. You think the Prince of Darkness would actually deign to manifest himself before the likes of you? He never has and he never will. Never.
These characters enrich the story and keep the viewer invested.
But you have no conception of its true power. I alone have grasped its secret. I alone have fathomed the Master's grand design. I alone am worthy to enjoy the fruits of that discovery. Absolute power to determine my own destiny.
You're insane, Boris. Give it back to me!
Deep dives. Arturo Perez Reverte penned the novel The Club Dumas, which is the basis for the film The Ninth Gate, 1999. The screenplay was adapted by Roman Polanski, who directed this eerie thriller and also dubbed the voice of one of the Sinisa twins.
Watermarks, ink, typefaces. If this is a forgery or a copy with missing pages restored, it's a work of a master.
Master.
Yes.
Johnny Depp, who stars as Dean Corso, waived his usual $10 million fee to work with Polanski. Emmanuelle Seigner, Roman Polanski's spouse, plays the enigmatic and mysterious girl, adding an additional layer of intrigue to the cast.
I've seen you before.
Have you?
Yes.
Are you traveling in this car?
The next one.
The sleeper. I travel on the cheap.
You're a student?
Something like that. I like trains.
Trains I'm on?
Just trains.
The Don Quixote book Corso buys is the renowned 1780 Joaquin Ibarra edition, praised for its beauty.
Incidentally, this 4-volume edition of Don Quixote is quite nice, but not particularly valuable. Now, I could take it off your hands right away.
How much were you thinking of?
Oh, I couldn't go more than 4,000, 4,200 tops.
Oh, fine.
He also mentions the Hypnerotomachia de Polifilo, considered one of the most beautiful books ever printed.
As for this Hypnerotomachia de Polifilo by Colonna, Venice, 1545, I'm sure I could find you a buyer. But I wouldn't let the rest go for less than 500,000 under any circumstances.
The bag Corso carries is a Musette MLE 35, used by French soldiers in 1935. Liana Telfer smokes Black Devils, a distinctive brand of cigarettes known for their black paper and rich aromatic flavor, which adds to her character's mysterious and edgy persona.
So you said.
All engravings in The Ninth Gate were commissioned by Perez Reverte for the novel, except the altered engraving of the woman riding a dragon, which they did to match Roman Polanski's wife. Due to Roman Polanski's legal issues in the U.S., stemming from his 1977 charges for unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor, he is unable to enter the United States. As a result, the New York scenes for The Ninth Gate were filmed in Paris, with American details added in post-production. The exterior shots and the translite material were crafted to convincingly depict Manhattan.
3 copies surviving in private ownership. Fargus, the Kessler, and the Telfer.
It's true.
In the novel, there's a subplot about the French hotel's receptionist and his past interactions with Corso. In the film, this character is portrayed as the hotel manager, Gruber, who has a Hitler-like mustache. This alludes to the book's description of him as a meticulous, military-disciplined man, heavily implied to be a former Nazi and war criminal who owes Corso a favor.
Are you feeling all right?
This background explains his compliant attitude towards Corso's suspicious requests in the film. Corso is portrayed as more likable in the film. In the book, Corso's actions are outright illegal, often involving the Sinisa brothers to erase or forge library seals and alter illustrated pages.
Do you think it could be a forgery?
Forgery. Hear that, Pablo?
You speak too lightly of forgeries.
Far too lightly.
Forging a book is very expensive. Paper of the period, the right inks, Too expensive to be profitable.
Still, it can be done.
Of course. Requires a great skill, but yes, it can be done.
The keypad combination 666 and the red turban worn by the taxi driver add layers of symbolism relating to the devil and significant life events.
Stop. Stop at that phone booth. Pull over.
No problem, sir.
The pen Corso uses is a limited edition Montblanc Agatha Christie ballpoint. Agatha Christie was the writer and creator of characters like Hercule Poirot and Mrs. Marple. The mystery girl played by Polanski's last spouse is seen reading How to Win Friends and Influence People, a book that was also read by Charles Manson, who orchestrated the murder of Roman Polanski's first wife Sharon Tate. Top 5 cons. Fails to capture book's depth. Many viewers find the book superior to the film because it provides more in-depth character motivations. For instance, the novel explains that Corso blackmails Baroness Kessler with incriminating photos of her with high-ranking Nazi officials to access her collection. This crucial detail, which adds layers to both Corso's and Kessler's characters, is missing in the film, leaving some character actions feeling unexplained and less impactful.
My God.
Yes, there it is. The Kessler collection.
You know, I know your catalog almost by heart.
Strange we haven't met before. Your name is a byword among dealers and collectors.
I'm sorry, Baroness. Were you in the middle of something?
My latest work, The Devil, History and Myth, a kind of biography.
Why the devil?
I saw him one day. I was 15 years old, and I saw him as plain as I see you now.
Underdeveloped themes. The Ninth Gate touches on several intriguing themes, such as the nature of evil and the quest for forbidden knowledge, but it doesn't fully explore them. The film hints at deeper philosophical questions, but ultimately prioritizes style over substance in its thematic development. Outdated visual effects. The visual effects in The Ninth Gate are notably underwhelming for a film released in 1999. These subpar effects detract from the film's overall atmosphere and suspense, making it difficult for modern audiences to fully immerse themselves in the story. Particularly those involving supernatural elements appear dated and unconvincing. Limited character development. The Ninth Gate suffers from limited character development, especially when compared to the novel. As mentioned before, key motivations and backstories such as Corso's blackmailing of Baroness Kessler with incriminating photos or the detailed history with the hotel receptionist Gruber are glossed over or omitted entirely. This lack of depth leaves certain characters feeling underdeveloped and their actions unexplained, reducing the overall impact and complexity of the story.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Unsatisfying ending. The film's conclusion leaves several questions unanswered, which can be frustrating for those seeking a clear resolution. While the ambiguity adds to the mysterious allure, it may leave some viewers feeling unsatisfied with the lack of concrete answers.
Corso.
What were you expecting? An apparition?
You're not wanted here, Mr. Corso. Leave.
Rating 6.5 out of 10, The Ninth Gate is a visually stunning and atmospherically rich film that delivers a compelling mystery through Johnny Depp's engaging performance. Despite its flaws, the film's eerie direction, strong supporting cast, and intricate plot make it a worthwhile watch for fans of the genre. If you're interested in supernatural themes and willing to do some research to understand the ending, I think The Ninth Gate could be a great fit for you.
Don't bother. He's in there.
Oh, really? Then where is he?
Over there.